Hey guys, Jamie today on Roblox we're playing some more Pokemon Brick Bronze. As you can see on screen right now, today this is probably going to be my most requested video to make for Pokemon Brick Bronze. And that is, what is the easiest, quickest, and the best methods to get shiny Pokemon in Brick Bronze. Now I will tell you right now, it costs Robux. There was a chain fishing method, but that was broken due to a few updates, but it will be fixed in the future. Although this method I'm going to be talking about in this video is all to do with Robux, buying the game passes, using road powers, and trying to utilize your time to maximize the efficiency for that. But once chain fishing comes out on the other methods for shinies, I'll do a separate video on them, explain them to my best of my abilities. But in this one we're just going to be talking about the road powers and the game passes. So unfortunately, as of right now, the best method and the only method to increase your shiny chance is to use Robux. So I just want to quickly show you a few shinies that I've got. So I think these are probably my 3 best shinies in the game that I have so far, and I've got like a random 2.5 boxes filled with shinies. So it works. So I'll let you know that. And anyway, as you can see on screen, there's actually a calculator. That is because I'm going to go through the maths with you to show you what are the chances of finding shinies with all the multipliers included. So on screen right now there is 8,192. That is the official Pokemon game shiny chance rate right there in all the older gens, I believe. I think in X and Y and the Ruby and Sapphire remakes, this was actually reduced by 50%. So let's just quickly do that. So right now, this number right here is also for Brick Bronze. So 4,096 is that for Brick Bronze as well. But for me, on average, I usually find 100 to 120 Pokemon per hour if I'm going hard and I'm just focused on making sure I run as quick as I can and encounter Pokemon as quick as I can. So if I take that into consideration, without buying any Robux or using any Robux on the game and just hunting for a shiny without any multipliers, it's gonna roughly take around at least 41 hours to find a shiny. That's not 41 hours, that's 41 hours of game time where you have to play the game for 41 hours. So yeah, I'm not going to say that is a guarantee, because it's not. Just because you have found 496 Pokemon doesn't mean you're entitled or guaranteed to find a shiny, because it's all RNG or a random number generator, which all based on that, which it means you could find 10,000 Pokemon and still not find a shiny. But yeah, I mean, that is the odds of finding one right there. Now then, because I have the game pass as well, which I'm going to be decreasing the number even more. So the shiny game pass also decreases this number by another 50%. So we're going to quickly divide by 2 again. So right now, 2,048, which, to be honest, that's pretty good on its own. 500 Robux, and you got a 1 in 2,048 chance to find a shiny. That's pretty good. That's like, what, 21 hours of gameplay for you to have a good chance of finding a shiny. That's pretty decent for playing the game, going from the start of your game to beating the Elite Four. And I feel like you come across a few shinies, just random luck right there. But yeah, that's not even the lowest it can go low, because if we go quickly to the real powers, you can see there is a 16 times chance increase, which means that we're gonna quickly divide this by another 16. So that means we can get this all the way down to a 1 in 128 chance. Now, like I said before, my average Pokemon encounter chance or rate is 100 to 120. So that means I have a very, very high chance to find a shiny in this. And like I said before, it's not a guaranteed. I've actually gone on a 5-row power dry streak and not find a single shiny, but I wasn't utilizing my time right, and I only found around 60 encounters during those times. So that's probably why. So fortunately, just a waste of Robux right there for me. But like I said, you're not guaranteed a shiny, so if you do buy road powers and the game pass, you're not going to 100% find that as well. But it's a quick launch to get that out of the way. So that is that. Now that you've bought the game passes and you've activated your increase shiny rate, what's the best thing to do? You can go into the routes to battle Pokemon. If you're fishing, I would suggest bringing a Pokemon with the ability Suction Cups. It means whenever you fish, you're gonna be able to catch a Pokemon in that fishing, as long as you click and don't miss. So that's just for that. But yeah, I mean, as long as you're making sure you're utilizing your time right, you're probably gonna find a shiny at least 1 out of 2 row powers. And sometimes I found 2 shinies out of 1 row power, and very rarely, which I've done a few times, I found 3 shinies out of a single row power, which is pretty good. But that, to me, isn't the best way that I've managed to find shinies. So if I go back to my PC box, that's actually another row power and a game pass that can let you utilize this a little bit quicker, or at least for me it has done. It might not do it for you if you're just fine with finding random shinies. As long as you're looking in the routes where you know there's a certain Pokemon that you want, you might find it, you might not. So if I quickly go, so these 2 Pokemon right here, my Gligar and my Gliscor, I've actually had another Gligar which I traded for. But as you can see, these, well, this one isn't good. I managed to find these 2 while breeding, but I didn't. I was trying to breed for a hidden ability Gligar. Never got it, but I ended up getting 3 shiny ones instead, and I didn't even have chance to get the correct nature. As you can see, I mean, that's the nature that I don't want. So, got unfortunate with that, I guess. But I mean, I'll take it, I guess. So yeah, but in my opinion, I found more shinies consecutively while breeding than finding in the wild. Now, the only way, I don't really have too much proof of that, but when like I said, I usually find 1 to 3 shinies in a row power while looking in a route, looking in the wild. However, as you guys know from my shiny Mega Charizard X and shiny Mega Charizard Y videos, I use 2 row powers. I bought the what Game Pass? Game Pass was it again? Because there is quite a lot of Game Passes in this game that are pretty useful. To be honest, I bought all of them because I know I'm going to be playing this game a lot. So if you have a spare Robux and if you're wanting to find shinies, I guess the best way would be to buy or to spend Robux on these, but it's not necessary if you can do that. Oh, it's the Oval Charm. So the Oval Charm is 400 Robux and it increases your chance of hatching eggs faster, which is okay. I also think the guy out here, let me just show you really quickly, the guy out of the Pokemon Daycare Center, I also think he has a slight increased time of when he gives you Pokemon. I'm not 100% sure about that. Also on the row power, there's actually a hatch eggs faster. You don't really need that one since you're not really wanting to hatch eggs while doing this method that I usually do. The reason why I believe wanting to use the daycare to get the best shiny chances is because you're also going to be breeding for IVs and a nature. So if I go to my PC again just to quickly show you, if I go to a random one of these like my Larvitar, that's a bad nature. I don't want that nature, but this is a Larvitar I found in the wild. If I was breeding for it, I could have got a lot higher IVs and a nature I want. Now I can show you that I've actually done that because if I go to my shiny Mega Charizard X and Y, I actually got the natures I want on both of them, and this is my Charizard Mega Charizard X. I actually got 31 speed and 31 attack, which is what you ideally want. For my Charizard Y, I didn't get too lucky on the special attack, but again, I got perfect speeds, so I'm gonna take that obviously. So breeding for shinies is the best way. Now, the method that I do while doing this is when I activate my row power, I've got the game passes, so I'm going to be good. As soon as this guy gives me an egg, I just run around in circles. Once I've got a full inventory of eggs, straight away put them into the PC, come back out, and just keep farming them. As soon as you get the eggs, put them in the PC, because this guy's going to give you them a little bit quicker than you are able to hatch them, so there's no point in just waiting for them to hatch while you can get as many eggs as from one raw power as you possibly can, which is really good. Also, I want to quickly state, to get the most amount of eggs, or make the be efficient with how many eggs you're getting, the parents that are in the PC or in the daycare even, make sure they're the same Pokemon. So I bred for Charmanders. I used a male Charmander and a female Charmander as the parents, with good IVs. One of them had, I think both of them had nature stones, so it made sure that I passed down the correct nature that I wanted. And the IVs, since they're Destiny not isn't in the game yet, I couldn't breed for IVs, and it was pretty much like a luck based. But that's what I would say. The reason why is because you have a Pokemon that don't like each other, it means that they're not going to breed eggs as fast as Pokemon that like each other. There's, I believe, a higher chance of a Pokemon liking each other if they have the same Pokemon, like Charmanders. So that's that. The reason, I think an example of that would be, I'm trying to think exactly what Pokemon can breed that aren't the same. I think Froakie and where is the little Pokemon? I believe Froakie and where the hell? Is it Froakie and Lillipede? I think it's Froakie and a certain fossil that can breed together to get Froakie the toxic spikes. I don't believe when I bred them they liked each other, so it was a very slow rate of getting eggs from them, unfortunately. But that's pretty much it. And once you've run out of your raw power, then you can start hatching the eggs. I usually get around, if I can scroll down again and show you, I mean, you saw the full box of the Charmanders. I mean, I've got, let me just actually count these up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, no, like 7, and I think I deleted a couple of PC boxes as well. I think I only bought 2 raw powers while breeding from my shiny Charmanders, and I think a majority of these Charmanders actually came from those, so as you can tell, that's a lot of eggs that I might have to go through in that single hour by making sure I do it. Usually an egg, I think I estimate around 1 egg every 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Usually I get around 2 to 3 eggs every minute if I'm just making sure I'm running around and making sure that the Pokemon like each other. That's pretty much what I did, and I think right now in the game it is the fastest way to get shinies. I might be wrong about that though. It might just be that I'm getting incredibly lucky while I'm getting the egg rates right there, so you don't need to take my word for it. But as soon as the all the shiny methods are introduced into the game, like chain fishing, I'll make sure to make a video on them, explain them how they work, because they are very, very good to get shinies, and I'll probably be doing those as well. So there we go. Anyway, I think that's it. If you have any questions, make sure to leave the comments down below. I'll make sure to go through as many as I can to make sure that no one is confused. I mean, I did go through a lot, and I'm guessing I've probably missed something that was important to this video. I just completely forgot about it. But anyway, I think that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a comment if you see more Pokemon, Big Bronze, or any other games on Roblox. And like always, I'll see you guys next time.